This is Gabe Blythe, survivor in the Salt Lake area, broadcasting to any and all survivors after the world, as we knew it, fell apart. And you know what I miss about the world beforehand? The convenience. Just being able to go out and buy the thing you needed. And hell, while you're there, treat yourself. Now I'm sitting here thinking, it'd be smart if I picked up a larger drum for the water filtration. But then you remember that you killed a mother of 2 in the hardware store, and you get panic attacks just looking at that building. So I have to ask RQ to go, because I just can't do it. Could I find another hardware store? Sure. That's a long walk, and the others seem to be making themselves known in volumes. Previously, they just seemed to walk around, walk on the fringes, and avoid us. But ever since the Knights of the Round showed up, they seem to be interested. Maybe it's because there's so much more movement, Maybe the good guys only draw the bad ones to them.
Did I hear good guys?
Hello, Xander. I didn't expect to see you here.
Why not?
Well, mainly because of how we left things off last time. I'm used to people more or less ghosting me when they say, I need to think.
I mean, sure, but I had time to sit on these feelings for a little bit. You bring up some valid points. But if I allowed my emotions to dictate getting things done, I would have never joined the war effort.
I so envy you. I can barely manage talking to myself and keeping my own emotions in track.
It's not so bad. You get used to it. Just like anything, it's something you practice. I had an ex who would get mad that I didn't just say what was on my mind. I can't stand you sit there and stew in your thoughts. I'm like, calm down. I don't want to say something I'll regret.
Want to tell me about your ex? Humanize the story a bit?
Maybe another time. I wanted to ask you about something, though.
Open book. Like always will be.
Now that's something I envy. Wish I could be as open. Would have made that relationship a lot easier.
It's a gift and a curse. What did you want to ask?
You were in your flat when the event happened, right?
That is correct.
Had you any contact with the Royal Armed Forces before that day?
I've had casual acquaintances, but no one was active at the time. Definitely didn't know. Never mind.
You mean you didn't know Schuster?
Dang. Yeah.
Dude, I'm your biggest fan. I've been listening for ages. You can't keep these secrets from me. It's fine, by the way. I'm not here to make your life miserable. I'm not holding you accountable for her. Schuster was a person of interest before the event even happened. We knew she was up to something. But that's neither here nor there. Can I ask, what were you doing when Danny and I got here?
I thought you listened to all the episodes.
It was hard to listen when I was traveling across the sea. Then across half the colonies, so I kind of fell off. Want to fill me in?
Sure. We thought we would check the prison again.
What did you find?
More of the others?
Did you prove your theory?
What theory?
That there's a chance the others who were inherently violent before the event were more likely to become violent?
What makes you say that everyone in the prison is violent? The Crown locks up a lot of people for non-violent crimes, then they return to society emotionally withdrawn, or now, with new violent tendencies due to the system. Your system. That put them in there.
King and country, Gabe, were you on the debate team? You are too good at this. How did you know that a relic destroyed would turn to dust?
I didn't. I just assumed.
I I know I'm not entitled to the whole truth, Gabriel. I screwed up. But I thank you for being open and honest with me.
Sure. Anytime.
I know you've said previously that questions about the Raven Queen is off the table.
And it's gonna have to stay that way, my friend.
Of course. But she came with you to the prison, right?
Yeah, she did.
She didn't go missing for a day or two?
Nope. She was by my side the entire time.
You know, I just worry, because when I look at her, I can tell she's keeping a secret. Something so dark and heavy, it might as well be a demon walking behind her.
She's a closed-off person. She could use a good therapist, but we all could after this. I assume you got therapy after the war?
Oh, yeah, that was totally part of it.
The Crown didn't grant you therapy?
At that time, it wasn't for people like me.
Oh, this was before...
Before I transitioned. Yes, you can say that. It's not taboo, and it's not a secret.
Sure, but reminding someone of the past isn't always the most comfortable thing, like pressing questions on someone who doesn't want to talk about it.
Like the Raven Queen.
You insane witch!
Speak of the devil.
In more ways than one.
No! Use a piece of paper! Are you listening to yourself?
You need to sick your dog on someone else.
You mock me! You mock the Crown. I will see your demons banished.
Whoa! Easy now. Put down your sword, knight.
Sir, she was preparing for a ritual. Something to destroy us before we would leave.
That sounds pretty extreme, even for you, Geharis.
If it was so easy, I would have done it before.
The Witch Queen is up to something.
Geharis, stand down. That is an order.
Sir.
Now, would you two tell me what the hell is going on? Geharis.
I was writing up my report of the past week's actions and reviewing our tasks. I spotted the Soulless One and went to investigate why she made an appearance.
Because I was walking around.
She was gathering materials. Non-traditional materials.
I was bored. I was picking up random garbage.
That didn't fool me. I knew she was talking to her hellspawn.
Hellspawn? I didn't know I was a mother.
Sorry.
So I followed her from afar. I watched her walk into our quarters, and she was putting things down. That's when I knew she was going to curse us.
Your Highness, would you kindly please clear up your side of the story?
Easy. I was bored. Didn't want to interrupt Alexander and Gabe's bro sessions. Was picking up some garbage, saw Geharis in her room. I reached the end of my walk, turned around. When I made it back, Geharis was gone. Got concerned she was attacked, so I was putting things down just in case I needed to defend myself from others. Or power-hungry knights with a hero fantasy.
Like I would believe the lies of one who follows D. Rasun's.
Easy now, young one. I may not be able to curse you like you say, but I sure can make your life a lot harder.
Easy! Geharis, see, it's a clear misunderstanding. She was concerned for your safety.
More for myself.
RQ, you can understand how someone who's seen a lot of combat would be concerned, especially when someone enters your living quarters, especially when you aren't on friendly terms.
You are letting her off too easily.
We will have to review this later.
No, sir! If you aren't confronted about this truth now, then when? You are letting this witch and her brainwashed plaything fill your mind with lies. You have become lax since arriving here. You haven't sent in a radio report in over 4 weeks. You are swaying against your oath.
You have gone too far, Knight. Have I failed the mission?
You aren't.
Yes or no, 10th Chair Geharis? Have I failed the mission?
No, sir.
Correct. Now, as your superior officer, I order you back to base. We will review your side of the event, and since you are so inclined to report back to the Merlin, we will make sure you have everything you need to do so. Am I clear?
Sir.
I didn't know your dog could bark like that.
Your Highness, with the utmost respect, please shut the fuck up. I know you didn't intend to poke this bear, but she is doing her job. I have not asked you to stop yours. Please allow us to do ours.
As you wish.
Now that that's over, I'll talk to you both later.
Yeah.
Cool, see you later.
You get all that?
Yikes.
She is something else.
Are you okay? Getting a sword in the face is kind of scary.
Please. That's not the first sword in my face.
I am terrified to ask, but I kind of would love this story.
That's an off-the-air story.
Say no more. Survivor, if you want to hear this story, well, tough luck. Guess you gotta be here. So, come and join us. Tell us your stories. You aren't alone, and you don't have to be. Okay, we are clear.
So it starts with my instructor, Janine.